This is Friday Night Football.
All right, welcome on in to Friday Night Football. Believe it or not, the second to last week of the regular season.
Man, the season is flying by. We had some fantastic games tonight, some down to the wire.
Yeah, super competitive, and man, a few teams really saving their best performances for this final week or final stretch run of the regular season. We start on out, though, with a big-time 5A SIC matchup, but maybe just a little bit of heartbreaking news here.
Yeah, bummer here. Big shout-out to Eagle quarterback Ben Ford. Suffered a torn ACL last week. Still out there supporting his brothers tonight. Tied at 7 at the break. Austin Frisk with the field goal there to make it 10-7. Eagle out in front. Special teams miscue here, though. Airmail on the punt snap sets Rocky up on the doorstep of the end zone, but the Mustangs defense bends and doesn't break. A big-time play from senior linebacker Derek Tomasini coming up with the INT to stop the Grizz. Rocky making big-time defensive plays tonight as well. Caleb Campbell, C-squared with a sack to force the punt. Grizz go to work on 4th down. Coach Kreiner dials up the trickery. Big man touchdown alert. It's Garrett Taminga, an eligible receiver. He takes it in for the score. What a play. What a play call. The guts on 4th down to do that. Rocky hangs on in overtime tonight, 19-13 the final.
Man, Garrett's got a future at the next level. Look at the big man rumble.
Rumble tumble.
All right, over at Mountain View, the Mavs are looking to run their winning streak to 6 games. Meanwhile, Austin Bolt and the Borah Lions are trying to pick up their 5th straight victory in the 3rd. Austin puts his team on top, 22-9, an upset brewing on the road for the Lions. Back come the Mavs, though. Stephen Butler toasts the rock across the goal line. They'd add another TD moments later, and all of a sudden, it's the Mavs that have a 23-22 advantage. We're just getting started with these highlights. Later on, Austin Bolt picks up 11 on 3rd and 12. Head coach Jason Burton then dials up number 11 again on 4th down, and of course,
good idea.
Bolt moves the sticks. On to the 4th quarter we go. This is how they would cap off that drive. Where have you heard this before? Austin Bolt on 4th and 2 takes it in for 6. The Lions retake the lead on the ensuing possession for Mountain View. Jake Ferris drops back to pass, but instead of finding one of his own guys, he finds Cameron Pruitt, who picks it off and takes it to the house. Borah leads 36-23 with just over 10 minutes left. This one's basically over, right? Oh, think again. The Mavs were down, but not out. Well, you know how I know KJ Lynch has ice in his veins?
He likes ice cubes.
Maybe, but he also told me right after this kick. He returns it down the sideline and to the house. The Mavs pull within 6. It wasn't quite enough, though. Borah goes on the road, pulls off the upset. They beat Mountain View 44-37, the final. An incredible high school football game. Man. Well played.
Wow, what a win for Borah going on the road. It's crazy, too. Austin Bolt gets his yardage, gets his touchdowns, gets his plays, and everyone in the stadium knows
he's getting it.
He's getting the ball.
Yep.
And they just can't stop him.
He's unstoppable. We were joking around in the newsroom earlier this evening. Patrick Mahomes looks expendable to the Kansas City Chiefs compared to the value that Austin Bolt brings to the Borah Lions. The kid is incredible, and every week we talk about how tough he is. He doesn't leave the field. We praise him, but really it doesn't do him justice because that kid just plays on another level.
Yeah, absolutely. He does it. Football field, the basketball court, the track oval, name a sport. He thrives
Brushing
at
his
it.
teeth, whatever, I'm assuming.
McDonald's.
Dominates it all. And by the way, Borah now 6-2.
Yes.
They're tied with Mountain View
tonight?
for that 2 seed.
Tiebreaker?
You know, they just got the upper hand in terms of the head-to-head. And Borah in the final week of the regular season, you know, they go on the they're at home against Centennial. Coach Burton's done a heck of a job.
Oh man, Coach of the Year.
He had to replace a lot of guys last year.
3 starters back.
Yeah.
3. They lost Jake Stanley,
it
Ellis Magnuson.
It helps when one of them
Chase
is
Nett.
Austin Bolt. By the way, got to shout out Cameron Pruitt.
Yeah, he's
every
a
week
stud.
we show up, Austin Bolt gets the main spotlight, and he just kind of makes plays around it.
Yeah, I think the last 3 weeks
we've gotten
between you and I
picks.
have gotten a pick at least once. Yeah.
All right, let's continue with some high school football highlights now. We get on over to Centennial. They were hosting Capital.
Pick things up in the first. Carson Bonning over the middle here to big tight end, H-back Jackson Reed for the big game. Jackson and his teammates were in studio with us last week. Very entertaining bunch. If you missed the interview, we have it online at KTVB.com as well as our KTVB YouTube page later in the drive. You know the saying, not broken, don't fix it. Bonning to Reed this time for the tutty. We're all tied at 7. Back comes Centennial Jack Benson over the middle on the slant to Michael Shulikov, all name team for the big game. Later in the drive, Pats dial up the trickery. Benson to Cade Gallegos to Luke Shabbat. Roger Rabbit, Shabbat for the score. Pats up 13-7. Capital answers though. Where's the bacon? Jay, you like bacon.
Eat it every morning for breakfast.
That's a fun fact for you.
You can also get a side of it in the evening, I guess.
Amen. That's Gabe Bacon delivering the side of bacon for the touchdown there for Capital. They take down Centennial tonight, 50-27, the final. Up next, Timberline. You were at this one.
Yeah, the Wolves trying to get back to 500. They could with a win over Skyview this evening. In the first, the Wolves threatening down inside the red zone. QB Andy Peters just buys time, then floats that picture-perfect pass to Elijah Heck, who makes a heck of a grab at the back of the end zone. 13-zip T-line on top. We go the other way. Check out this play by Hawks QB Clayton Francis. He just floats it up there, and eventually it's Daniel Castledine that breaks free. He gets knocked out inside the 5. Skyview would score one play later. Later in the second quarter, this seems like a pretty good play call on 3rd and 1. Heck, number 2 is a good play call regardless of the down and distance. Andy Peters, 59 yards off to the races. The back of the end zone is the only thing that stops him. Chest bumps for everybody. Timberline wins 47-14. The Wolves, like I said, back to 500 on the season.
They're going to inch their way into the playoffs.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at them and
and they're going to give a team of the playoffs
a run for their money.
Fight.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. And you can see 47 points. Yeah. They're really starting to get it going on offense,
They
too.
are, finding that rhythm. Let's head down to Class 4A, the SIC battle of the night.
One of the best matchups probably of the whole week right here.
It really was. Nampa hosting Valley View, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the state dueling out. What a catch there from Isaac Plew over the middle, laying out for the grab. A few plays later, Donovan Estrada, one of the top quarterbacks in the state. Look at him just evade defenders, missing sacks left and right, rolling, firing, end zone. And that is Plew for the first score of the game. Valley View has a stud quarterback of their own. His name's Lan Larison. You see him week in and week out on Friday Night Football, just running over that guy on his way to the end zone. The Falcons pick up win number 6 of the season. Big road win tonight, 34-24 the final.
Lan's been playing varsity football for so long. He is going to graduate this year and go on to play at UC Davis. But do we even get to have a high school football season next year if he's not here? Like,
that's a great question.
Is that a rule? I'm not sure. I feel like he's been playing varsity football forever.
It's going to feel very weird.
Yeah.
It's going to feel very weird. Like, who even plays quarterback for Valley View?
Those are big shoes to fill.
Size an understatement.
Size $1 billion. That was an awesome quarterback matchup, though. Estrada over at Nampa, a dynamic playmaker in his own right. And you can see by the highlights right there, those guys certainly know how to provide them. All right, senior night out in Emmett. They were hosting top-ranked and undefeated Kuna, a tall task for the Huskies. They had the ball right here, and Caden Young rolls out, tosses it to Caden Owens, and they pick up darn near 20 yards right here. The first down is good. Later in the drive now, Young to the air again, this time Casey Pearson. It says short gain in the prompter. Seems like a nice modest gain to me, moving the sticks. Okay, eventually the ball would go over to the Cavemen, and, well, this would happen. Sean Austin passes out to Mason Leatham, and, well, he steps out of bounds just inside the 35. Surprisingly, Kuna would not come up with points here, though. Austin gets picked off in the end zone. Riley Weeks with the big play for the Pups. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Huskies driving here. Young with the pass to Axel Sanchez. Look at that grab.
You just got mossed.
Yeah, that was. You can go ahead and
kind of a mini moss. I'll go with it. Kuna ball now. Austin passes here to Mackay Kelly. Yeah, you're not going to catch him. Kuna scores that TD right there and a whole lot more. The Cavemen stay undefeated with a 44-12 victory over Emmett.
Let's head on over to Ridgeview, hosting Bishop Kelly in this one, another 4A SIC matchup. Pick things up in the second quarter. Knights ball. Bo Nelson completes his pass to former Yankee Paul O'Neill for 10 yards for the first down.
I don't know if he has high school football ability, Will.
Okay, I'm just a silly goofball.
Same name, different dude.
In the second, Ian Arlano for the nice gain there. Later on in the drive, Nelson trying to buy time, but he's swarmed by the Warhawks defense, coming up with the big SACK.
Guess what? They tee it up again. Nelson dropping back and feeling the pressure and going down. Ridgeview back-to-back sacks. So what could the Warhawks do when they got the ball? Oh, maybe this.
Reagan Reyes. That's an all-namer. Then, a little bit later on, less than 2 minutes and a half, third down. Isis Albor completes the pass to Jesus Valdivia. Juggles a catch, brings it in for first down.
Okay.
Later on.
Now ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. Albor strip sack by Manu Lete. Knights recover. They score heading into halftime. And Bishop Kelly would take this one, 32-14.
Yeah, 12-7 at halftime. Final score, 32-14. So the Knights really get it going on offense there in the second half. Up next, Columbia hosting Middleton. Another quality 4A showdown. On the Vikings kickoff, Columbia's Bo Ferris would pick his way right on through the return unit. And, well, this would happen. Bounces it outside, keeps going. A little bit of a hurdle there. And
nice game.
Gets forced out over midfield. That drive would stall out. Now Middleton with the ball. Dallas Hagler hands it off to Jake Biedia. He manages to go untouched down the field for the score.
Later, Dallas Hagler backs up, throws this one to Trayton Johansson. Boom! Lowering the boom.
Yeah, took a little bit of a shot there at the goal line. Didn't matter. He scores. Middleton rolls tonight, 48-8 the final. The Vikings are now 6-2 on the season, while Columbia drops to 1-7. Middleton, golly, man. Nampa, Valley View, really good. Bishop Kelly, some really good
Yeah.
I mean, they're at the top.
Yeah.
Some really good 4A SIC teams right now.
Really
Man,
are. Really
I
are.
can't even imagine. The playoffs are going to be a bloodbath.
I was gonna say dog eat dog world,
Yeah.
but I like bloodbath more.
Yeah. It's gonna. I don't even want to say upsets galore because any one of them can probably win.
You just got me fired up.
Yeah.
Bloodbath, like Russell Crowe, Gladiator. It's a good movie.
Now we're talking.
All right, let's get back to the action.
Goody knows
before
what
I
we're
scare
talking
you
about
away.
because they've been taking names this season.
Yes, they have. Caldwell hosting Gooding tonight. Pick things up in the first quarter. Caldwell ball. Craig Adams takes a reverse for a nice gain. Moves the chains for the first down. Later in the drive, holding penalty on the play before. Second and long, Roy Zavala. Nice pass to Emmanuel Cabarilla for a gain there. Later on, fourth down, 2 plays later, Zavala keeps it. Let's bring the chains out. He's just short. Turnover on down, so Gooding gets the ball. They go to work. Shane Jennings throws a screen pass here to Andrew Prince for the first down for the Senators. Later on third down, it's Jennings over the middle to Colston Loveland. Another first down. Nice gain there. And then later on, Skylar Cheney takes the handoff here, runs it in for the score. Gooding gets the win tonight, 46-6, the final.
Got some extended family out in New Plymouth, so let's get you some Melba New Plymouth highlights here. Senior night in Melba, and guess what? All seniors get to be captains in this one. Walking out to midfield right there. Scott Martinez on the ground here, takes the handoff. Big hit right now near the goal line, and it forces him out just inside the 3. From there, though, Tyler Roberts would come in and vulture this thing. Melba goes on top, 8-0. They tack on the 2-point conversion. On Melba's next possession, how about this? Cameron Wood. Little play action pass. They go to the air, and it's that man that just scored the touchdown, Tyler Roberts, on the receiving end of this one. He dives down inside near the goal line, and well, Melba, they would roll tonight from there. They knock off New Plymouth 44-28. Touchdown. Boom.
Let's head on over to Nampa Christian,
Let's do it.
hosting McCall Donnelly. McCall Donnelly has had a fantastic season.
I mean, they have, I want to talk about bloodbaths. Anybody that steps on the field with them,
Honestly.
yikes.
Yes. Peter Knudsen with the pass here to Nicholas Hardy. After the pass, they go to the ground. This is Tough Bentz.
You got to be kidding
Name
me.
of the year.
His name is Tough.
With some hard running. Yes. According to our shot sheet and what's in the prompter, his name is Tough Bentz.
Let's roll with it. 'Cause
Tough,
that's
you
an
have the
awesome
name of the year.
Yeah. It's
They would get in
like
the
the most
end
fitting
zone.
name I've ever seen. Look how big he is. Yeah, they're giving it to somebody else right there. Who's that, Will?
That was Peter Knudsen on
All
the
right.
keeper there for the score. McCall Donnelly remains undefeated thanks in large part to the efforts of Tough. They take this one 45-19, the final.
All right, up next,
we got next?
Tri-Valley at Horseshoe Bend.
Oh, gorgeous area.
Love it. Who wouldn't want to miss this matchup? A little 8-man football. Kind of chilly, you know, got to bundle up for this one.
The junior crew coming out.
The Tri-Valley Titans on the road. The junior crew, yeah, I love it, man. On senior night, early in the first, Horseshoe Bend's QB, Colton Meyer, with the quick handoff to Austin Fry. He takes the 40-yard run, making it look easy. That's the first score of the night. Mustangs up 8-0.
Early in the first quarter, Mustangs just 5 yards from the goal line. Colton Meyer makes an easy throw to senior Ben Howerton for Horseshoe Bend's second TD of the night, 14-0 Mustangs.
Okay, so on this ensuing kickoff, Tri-Valley decides to turn up the heat a little bit. By the way, we should mention rocking the Fiesta Bowl
Yeah.
Boise State uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
Get some right there. That's Garrett Bunker. The grab and go, man. Like on Halloween, you grab and you go. Getting that candy, off to the races, going home. Got a lot of it right there.
I'm an expert at that.
You are. Still looking for a score, by the way.
Still looking for a score.
That's what our
Tweet us.
lovely producer Danny tells us.
Let us know, and we will get that
Yeah.
out there on air and into the Twitterverse.
All right.
Plays of the week? Or
We got to go back a little bit Thursday
Ooh,
night
a little
football
rewind.
here. Meridian over at DLP.
Malachi.
Taking on Boise. Malachi Martinez to Cruz Crofts. I'm going to talk about it again, the all-name team. Cruz Crofts.
Oh, C squared.
Hard to beat that one.
Yeah.
Hard to beat the Meridian Warriors last night, by the way. There's a touchdown run. More where that came from. Malachi back to the air. Cole McDonnell, touchdown grab, give him 6. As for the Warriors, I'll give them like 61. What was it? 61-6, I believe. Yeah, 61-6. Danny's giving me the thumbs up.
Let's
Lot
just
of
go to
points.
plays of the week. Yeah.
We got plays of the week.
week.
And you didn't ask me for any. That's a good ones.
What do we got here? Bishop Kelly, Ridgeview.
Oh,
The strip sack.
attack from behind.
Yeah,
Ball's on the ground. Give me that
Lente.
thing. Knights get the ball.
There
What
you
we got
go.
next?
That's play of the week number one.
Give me some more.
What do we got here? Oh, we saw
Donovan
this
Estrada.
earlier.
Donnie Estrada.
Scrambling.
Get off me. Can't take me down. What is going on right here, Donovan Estrada?
That's like an NCAA football on Xbox
No.
play.
I don't even know if it's that. How did that work?
Isaac Blue, the back of the end zone. Third and final play of the week. Big man touchdown! That is a lot of beef and cheese into the end zone for the touchdown. Rocky Mountain with the big home win over Eagle tonight in overtime. Garrett is headed to the Air Force Academy to continue throwing.
Ooh,
Track
yeah.
and field
Right.
throwing.
Yes, correct.
Heck
By the
of a
way,
offensive lineman too.
it has been brought to my attention that we have a couple questions over
Oh,
over on the Instagram machine. Jake Vickhammer wants to know who y'all got taking home the 4A state
That's a
championship.
great question, Jake. There's too many to name right
There
now.
really is.
And I don't.
With all due respect, I'm going Kuna. Like, we have to say Kuna.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated. They've beat everyone.
They're the king of the castle at
They're
the moment.
they're the king of the Kuna Caveman Castle.
They really are. So that's what we got for you, Jake. But as you know,
It's going to be so darn competitive, man.
Playoffs,
It's also
anything
hard
can
to beat.
happen.
It's also hard to beat teams twice.
yes.
And anywhere from, like, it's Nampa Valley. Give me Donovan Estrada or Lan Larison in a playoff game. I'll take one of those guys any day of the week.
Oh yes, please.
Guard Mellimer out in Middleton. run behind him.
Yes.
Or just use him as a bodyguard for any general protection.
Yeah, don't be mean to guard.
Take it easy on my Cougs in the future. Please, guard. Please.
Our boy Christian Reyes
Yeah.
wants to know, do you guys believe that Borah is actually back? Christian, my answer for you, absolutely, unequivocally, yes. What a job Jason Burton and the Lions have done this fall. You're looking at, with the win over Centennial next week, they are going to be the 2 seed? Are you kidding me, when they just returned 3 starters from last year? Yeah. That's what I got.
I mean, there were a lot of excuses for them to take a step back this year, and they managed to somehow take a step forward in a really competitive 5A SIC. If you have any more questions, we'll hang out here for a few more minutes. Keep them coming. Maybe Danny will let us know. Oh, we got a couple more.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever watch Melba? We're coming up. You're darn right you are.
That's Cody Dickard, 64. And I believe we've been to Melba quite a bit this season. They've had a fantastic year.
Thoughts on Valley View? That's elite.
Elston.
We appreciate these questions, by the way, because we love talking a little bit of prep football.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Valley View this year? They got Lan Larison. They will always have a chance.
2 words, Lan Larison, one of the best players in the state.
Boom.
Yep.
1 word.
There we go. All righty.
That do it for us?
I think that's going to do for us.
All right, so we had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of fun tonight. Highlights galore online.
Yep.
We got 1 week of this thing guaranteed. Depending on how many teams make it to state, make it to the playoffs, maybe we'll keep it rolling for an additional week. But we are, either way, near the end of the road of another season of Friday Night Football. Can't even believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wild. Cannot wait for playoffs. Going to be a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment, a lot of close games.
I should say this, too. Maybe take a quick moment to recognize Herb Kreiner. The Kreiner Bowl between Rocky and Eagle tonight.
Yes.
The Kreiner family is awesome.
Awesome. They've done a lot for the Valley,
especially
with the game of football. Absolutely.
And and Coach Kreiner still dialing up plays,
on
using the
4th
creativity.
down.
4th down, getting the big man in the end zone.
Yes.
We joke. Stuff like that, man, that absolutely livens up the team. Quick moment to shout out Ben Ford, too. He is one of the more incredible athletes in our state. Hopefully he heals up and gets healthy soon, because he's an incredible baseball player in addition to being a playmaker on the football field. Kid's going to get a D1 scholarship eventually. Pick your sport, buddy.
Yeah. Yep.
Get well soon.
Get well soon, Ben. You got a great head on your shoulders. You have good mindset. Keep that going, and you'll be back in no time, better than ever.
All right, we leave you with a few images from what your Friday Night Football looked like this evening. We got to say that we appreciate all of our photographers, by the way. They stay late on Fridays. They're excited to do it always. But we really appreciate it. Gary Salzman, Troy Colson, Paul Belkey,
Teresa Palmgren,
Teresa T, Danny Alsop,
Danny, our rock star producer,
stud. We're gonna forget them all.
Yeah, I know.
Chase has been a stud.
Chase has been a stud. Joey's been awesome all season long. He's gone out of his way. Everyone pitches in.
Yeah. I'm always reminded, too, that this time of year.
Logan Check.
Yeah, I'm always reminded this time of year, too, that Gary Salzman still loves shooting high school football.
He does. Absolutely,
He's incredible
Gary
at it.
Yeah, he does.
Logan, seriously, though, you guys have all been incredible.
Rock stars.
We really appreciate it. Ray behind the board. Matt, our studio guy.
Yes.
What up, Matt? It wouldn't even be possible without this last person, though, Melissa. She controls our mics. Yeah, if we didn't have
Shout
these
out to
on,
Melissa.
You wouldn't even hear us. She controls it all. But it's been an awesome year, and we got 1 more week left. We hope you join us next week on Friday Night Football. Head on over to KTVB.com right now and check out the rest of our high school football highlights. We'll see you next week for the final week of the regular season. Good night.